Is this fight, as some have claimed, being used to sell the fight and certain things from Tank's end or in Roach's response to it, along with some trash talk, or is it becoming a little more personal now? Yes, at the moment I understand setting up the fight, but it's getting to the point where, in my opinion, you're saying things that you know are inappropriate. There are many ways to get the battle psyched up, and you know that it is already amped up. You could trash talk, but when you start bringing in family members and children and such, you're talking out of your neck, which is bad business and bad practice. The first press conference between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach before their rematch ended badly when Davis hit Roach's face with a pancake while they were fighting.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the stare down and a few words exchanged.
They held their first press conference on Wednesday, and it resulted in a vicious and heated verbal altercation that ended with Gervonta Davis striking Lamont Roach. The World Boxing Association is likely to sanction Tank Davis following the incident, but Lamont Roach isn't prepared to let the authorities handle everything.
That's all him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying meet everywhere else but the ring, you know? Meet us at T-Mobile, if that's where it's gonna happen at. That's where you need to meet at. All that other junk you talking, man, nobody tripping off, none of that, nobody worried about none of that. So, meet us in the ring, you know what I'm saying? So, we can beat that ass again.
For real, I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all is quiet, if y'all is loud.
They got the whole hood over there, like, twisted up. I don't give a
y'all can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get f***ed up over here. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee he pay.
In an interview following the conference, he said that he would inflict the most severe harm on Tank in the ring, saying, "I don't need to force myself to hit him when I can do all of that in the ring. I have the freedom to assault him in the ring, and I'd leave it to that I'd damage him and break him up, I promise you." Lamont Roach used nearly the exact same words throughout the press conference that caused Tank to lose his temper when he was questioned about the fight's outcome. He said he would give Tank the ultimate punishment, vowing that Tank wouldn't exit the ring the same way he did, not only to take away his undefeated record, but also to make Tank suffer for being so uncool.
But I think a lot of people felt that your son won, so is this potentially some sort of like confident rebuild or just to kind of get himself in fight mode? Because
I can't speak on him. You know, he probably trying to convince himself or something. This the way he needs to be before a fight. That's all him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying meet everywhere else but the ring. You know, meet us at T-Mobile. If that's where it's gonna happen at. That's where you need to meet at. All that other junk you talking, man, nobody tripping off. None of that. Nobody worried about.
If there was one notable aspect of Lamont Roach's confrontation with Gervonta Davis, it was that he didn't display any signs of intimidation. This is especially true when you contrast him with Frank Martin, who had doubts and fear on his face prior to the fight. Roach was quick to respond to every attempt by Gervonta Davis to intimidate him, and he was primarily responsible for starting the feud by provoking Gervonta Davis until Tank started to show the beast in him. But he didn't bulge.